Bibliophiles of the internet, my name is Adriana and today I'm here to bring you the Ruler of Books tag. As you can clearly see by my kick-ass laurel wreath, because why wear a crown when you can be a god? Am I right, ladies? This tag was created by Ariel Bissett and I was tagged by the wonderful Saajid from Books Are My Social Life. And I am not in any way being hyperbolic when I say I love Saajid so much. His channel is one of my favorites. He's personable, exuberant, hilarious, very thoughtful. I love all of his videos. If you have not yet watched him yet, please do so. I will leave a link to his video down below. So with all of that said, let's just get into it. Number 1, if you were the ruler of books, what book would you make everyone read? Gosh, I wish I had an answer for this question off the top of my head. I wish I knew about a phenomenal book that was so important to me, that I cared so deeply about, that profoundly impacted my life, that was so wonderful and really validated all of my experiences as a human that I think everyone can benefit from, and that's such a wonderful study in empathy that on top of it all is just written exquisitely. But I can't think of a book that fits that description. Oh wait, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alere Sainz. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory at this point. Number 2, what would you abolish in book construction? I've heard a lot of great answers for this question and really I agree with all of them, but I'm going to abolish plain hardcovers. What I mean by that is you have a hardcover, it's beautiful, it's striking, the cover is well designed, it's eye-catching, and you think to yourself, I wonder what's under that beautiful dust jacket, and surprise, it's nothing. Like, this does nothing for me, and a lot of people read their hardcovers with the dust jacket off anyway, so I feel like, you know, at the very least, a really nice, simple engraving of the title of the book on the front cover could be great. I know it's on the spine, but no one ever looks at that. And from a marketing standpoint, this is just a huge blank canvas that could be used to appeal to potential customers because people like pretty things and nice things, and it's just not being taken advantage of in most cases. Plus, depending on the book, you can pay anywhere from $10, $20, maybe even $30 for a hardcover, so I just feel like I want my money's worth and I want it to be really nice, like ridiculously nice. Because do you respond to this or do you respond to this? I know. Number 3, which author would you commission to write any book? No surprise here, it's obviously Benjamin Alere Sainz, the light of my life, the maestro of my soul, the wordsmith who works miracles. I love him so much. He so obviously gets it and he writes it in such a captivating and engaging way that I really admire, so obviously it could not have been anyone else. Number 4, which book would you demote to the library basement to make room for new books? Haha, yeah, about that. You guys are gonna hate me for this. Without question, the book I would demote is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I could rant on and on for days about why I think this book is poorly written, problematic, ableist scum. But I won't do that because there is an amazing Own Voices review / discussion done by Dan from Just Happen to Be. Dan is a man with quadriplegia, and as such he has a very valuable perspective to offer on this story. He does such a great job of really going in depth and really deconstructing all of the problematic elements of the story. He does it so well, so much better than I ever could. So I will link his video down below and I very, very highly recommend it. Number 5, which cover artist would you commission to make a mural? There were so many incredible artists that immediately came to mind when I heard this question, like Noelle Stevenson, Brian Lee O'Malley, Hiromu Arakawa, but ultimately I settled on the artist who did Juliet Takes a Breath, and this is done by Christy C. Rode. I just really respond to the vibrancy of this cover. It feels alive. I think Christy C. Rode did an amazing job of perfectly capturing the essence of this story all in one image. It feels very gritty and urban, almost like graffiti art, and that's definitely my aesthetic, so I would love to work with her. Number 6, what character's face would you put on a coin? For this I have to go with September from The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Valente. September is honestly one of the most complex, compelling, undeniably human characters I've read in a very long time. She's flawed, she's constantly evolving and growing and changing, she's always challenging herself and the world around her and always learning something new, and I just think she's such an incredible character. So I would love to put her face on a coin and honor her in that way. But also I wouldn't say no to a Laureano's coin because I really, really want it. Just imagine, it would be Damon on one side, Laurent on the other. It would be great. And finally, number 7, to which book would you award the Ruler of Books 2016 prize? And I'm guessing this is basically your favorite book of 2016 so far. Honestly, I've read so many incredible books this year alone, so it's really difficult to choose, but there are 3 that come to mind immediately. A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, How to Live Safely in a Science Fictional Universe by Charles Yu, and King's Rising by C.S. Pacat. These are definitely 3 of my favorite books of 2016 so far. Like I said, there were so many more I could mention, like the Fairyland series or the Raven King, just so many more incredible books than I can list in this video alone, but I thought I would go with these 3. So that was everything for the Ruler of Books tag. For this, I will tag Ivan from Sona Azra, Kayla from Bookadoodles, Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, and Joss from Squibbles Reads. I don't know if any of you have done this tag, and you certainly don't have to if you don't want to, but I thought I would tag you anyway. But that is everything I have for this tag video today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the flip side of the page. Bye!